Restock influencers has officially taken consumerism to a completely unhinged level. What started as a satisfying AI smart organization has turned into a competitive sport of overconsumption. Today we are breaking down 5 of the widest restock trend on the internet. The ice drawer, where tap water gets a luxury brand. The drink fridge, color-coded hangover fuel for the aesthetic. The guest bathroom, because your casual visitors definitely need 20 different brands of luxury hand lotions. The grocery and snacks drawer, when packaging is a crime and clear plastic bin are the law. Every week, it seems like there's a new product, a new container, or a new must-have system that is supposed to make our life better, but somehow always leave us buying more. So let's unpack why this trend is so addictive and how it subtly wraps our idea of what a normal life looks like. Hi, my name is Blessing. I make videos on overconsumption, underconsumption, the influencing and influencer trend that shouldn't have been normalized. If this is the kind of content you enjoy, you should consider subscribing to this YouTube channel. Turn on your post notifications so that you get notified anytime I upload videos. Don't forget to subscribe because I realize so many people watch me and they are not subscribed. Why? Let's go back to the video. Let's start with the ice restock videos. How many silicone modes? Acrylic bin. Another acrylic bin. Okay, just to restock the ice. Different shapes. Maybe this is a cucumber and also spinach. Is this orange peel? I think this looks like a pineapple. Maybe strawberry. Oh, this looks like a Mentos. I feel like eating some of this. I don't know. Ice restock videos might be one of the funniest examples of how far restock content has gone. She has an entire freezer drawer dedicated to ice, different size, perfectly arranged in these acrylic clear containers with little tongue specifically for picking them up. I'm sorry, but at some point you have to ask, when did ice cube becomes a lifestyle? I saw someone's comment and she said, I never knew something as simple as ice could make me feel poor. That says a lot about this type of content because the point isn't really about the ice. The point is to show you dozens of cute little products so you start asking, where did you get this from? And once you ask that question, the creator can send you an affiliated link and potentially earn a commission when you buy. That's why I think it's important to understand what we are actually watching. This person is a restock content creator. I went to her page and I realized that is all she does. This is her business. The time, the products, the storage containers, even the little gadgets you see could be part of creating content and also generating income. She isn't necessarily spending hours doing this for no reason. She's just creating a fantasy that will make you want to shop. And when you go through the comments, it's always people asking, where can I get these? I need those. Can you link everything? That is literally the goal. So please don't watch this and think, wow, I wish my life could look like this. You are comparing your everyday life to someone else constructed content designed to make the lifestyle look desirable. It's like comparing yourself to a celebrity photo shoot. You are not seeing the ordinary life, you are just seeing the finished product of a business. And I'm not saying you can't enjoy this. Like watching this video, I feel like chewing some of these eyes. I'm not even going to lie, they look cute. I understand why people love this type of videos because personally I love it too. They are satisfying, visually pleasing, and sometimes completely fascinating. So just enjoy the fantasy. Don't just mistake the fantasy for reality because you did not need an entire freezer drawer for perfectly organized eyes to feel like your life is together. So I counted how many silicone eyes mode that was featured in just this video, and it was 27 eyes mode. Now, some of these cost $5, $10, $7, depending on where you are getting it. And when you multiply some for $5, some for $7 or $3, just the silicone mode can rank over $300. Now, think about the fruits and everything that was used in making those eyes. Some of them could just be water. Some of them are juice. Some of them are infused with some leaves, some fruit. Like you can see there's a cucumber one or spinach. You can see those. So when you check all the costs, it took this creator to create this video. it might be over $400 to $500. And this is the type of content she keep creating over and over again. This is a business. This is not attainable for everybody. So when we watch this, it's important that we understand what we are watching. This shouldn't be everyone's reality.
Restock $1,000 worth of grocery with us. Ryan starts by steam cleaning the fridge while I rinse the produce. The most common question we get is, how often do we grocery shop? We do one big grocery haul a month, and we may go back once or twice for dairy and produce, but this stuff generally lasts us all month. Another question we get asked is, if we take things out of their packaging, how do we know when they expire? So I made a whole video dedicated to this question, as well as where do we store our leftovers. I just got this pickle container and I'm already obsessed. No more having to fish pickles out of the juice, and it can also be used for olives. And as always, all the containers I'm using came from Amazon, and they can be found by clicking the link on my profile. If you've watched any of my previous restocks, then you'll know that I swear by this egg. It is my absolute favorite. Next, I add the kids' juice boxes and snacks into these pull-out trays that save us a ton of space in the fridge. Then I start adding all the drinks into the dispenser. They come out just as they would at a grocery store. I have these drawers for produce, and all the condiments are on a Lazy Susan. Then this is just me showing you how everything works and how quick and easy it is to access everything. Then here are both doors to the refrigerator as well as our freezer. Make sure you come back to see how we restock the pantry.
Grocery restock videos are very, very satisfying, but the more you think about it, the less practical they become. When you see majority of these videos, is always packed, like every inch of the fridge is packed with matching containers, leaving no room for leftovers or extra groceries or anything unexpected. Real life isn't that predictable. And now think about the work that goes into this. Instead of buying your groceries and pulling it away, you are transferring everything into a matching container, making labels, arranging them perfectly, and trying to fit everything like a puzzle. People simply don't have that time and energy for all that. And there is always this issue of food safety. Once milk, juice, meat, and other perishable are removed from the original packaging, you lose the expiration date. Unless you are labeling everything yourself, you are left guessing how fresh these items are. For influencers who always go out there, make this big purchase, they always get spoiled. Majority of the time, they lose track on when they actually bought any of those. Now, I'm not against these storage containers. I use them for things like flour, sugar, spices, because they are organized and they don't need this constant rearranging. That's very different from repackaging an entire fridge every week. And majority of the times, the containers are not even practical, because how do you buy little containers that can't fit what you are buying? So now you have products in two places, one in the original container and one in these acrylic containers. You see, with the candies and so many of those stuff that they buy, these containers that you are buying is not practical because they don't even contain the amount of product that you have. These videos are designed to look perfect on camera only and not to reflect how most people actually live. They make beautiful content, I must admit, but that doesn't mean they are practical, because some of these just look good for camera. They are not good for everyday use. Containers help you to arrange your stuff. Maybe in your kitchen, you put your spices in a way you can easily get them, put in your food, well arranged. But some of these truthfully doesn't make sense, especially when you are pouring stuff from one plastic container to a different plastic container, maybe because the original plastic container doesn't match the ones you bought, maybe the 10-piece one or the 12-piece one. You can always watch this video, admire it for what it is, and move on with your day. This is not practical for so many people. It doesn't have to be practical for you. Influencers are in business.
Hey guys, we're here in my guest bathroom because I have 10 cousins coming over to stay the weekend, and we need to restock the guest bath.
10
Starting off with
cousins.
some toothbrushes and some different varieties, some toothpaste. Next bin, we're going to add in some mouthwash.
Very good.
So back
Practical.
in these squares, I'm going to add some floss.
Okay.
Few toothbrush covers.
Okay.
And some water-activated facial sponges. Next bin, we're going to add in some Mighty Patches in case I need them.
Okay. For the
Moving
weekend.
over to this bin, I'm going to add in a few makeup wipes. This little container will hold the micellar water. Next bin, I'm going to add in a few scrubs. Back here, we're going to add in some body wash. Next bin will be some body soap bars. Then in this bin, we'll have these little cute mini native deodorants. I'm going to add in a couple of these anti-friction sticks. This bin will be the hair bin, adding in some dry shampoo, some hairbrushes. On this side, we'll add in a couple hair clips.
2 hairbrushes
some
for
hair
10
products. This is
persons.
a wave spray and some hair oil. Okay, this is the final look of what
The truth is, guest bedroom restock has completely lost the plot. Are we really buying new skincare, toiletries, and matching mini products every time a friend comes to visit? Most guests come with the essential, and if they forget something, one spare toothbrush or a bottle of body wash is even enough, because majority of the time they are in your home for just short period of time. Some of the mini products she featured in this video cost over $20–30 each, some $10, $5, and there are often multiple versions of the same item. It's hard to believe this is how people actually prepare for house guests. The truth is, this isn't really about hospitality, it's about content. Perfectly arranging expensive products in matching organizers creates a beautiful video, and it gives creators another opportunity to showcase products they can link in their affiliate commission. You need to bear in mind that some of these creators are just creating content around bedroom restock. So the videos that you always see doesn't mean any guest is coming. It's just an opportunity for them to create content. So if your friend is coming and you just have one toothpaste, a mini body lotion or body wash for them in the guest bedroom, that is completely fine. This is content. This is business. It's okay. We understand what we are watching, what we are being sold to. Guest bedroom restock, refills on essential. This is, I believe, 16 Dove sensitive bar. I use this product and finishing one takes me over 2 months. How many toothbrush, toothpaste, more Dove bar soap, more product from Native, more Dove pimple patches. Oh, I've lost count. Okay, floss. Why are you pouring a full floss for a guest? Then brush. Oh my god, that's so many duplicates. How many containers? How many skincare products? More floss, lip balm, shaving blade. Like, is she coming to scrape off all the hairs in his or her body? There's just so many products. These are products from not cheap brands. How many sheet masks? Product from Crumble. Is that Huda Beauty? I've lost count to this sincere. This cannot be real. This obviously cannot be real for a guest bathroom. This is just, why is she still pouring products? I thought there's just a lot of body lotion, a lot of bar soap, Dove bar soap, other body wash. It's crazy. This is consumerism taken to another level. Almost every product that was featured in this video fall into these expensive skincare brands. With the way skincare has revolved over the years, so many people have to go to a dermatologist sometimes to know the type of product they are supposed to use. If you have an oily skin, there's a product for you. If you have a dry skin, there's a product for you, vice versa. Now, imagine me when I want to travel. I am always going with my toothpaste, with my toothbrush, my body lotion, body oil, bar soap. I always travel with my essential. Even when I'm going to see my very good friend, when I'm going to see family, I am always prepared. If I meet anything in the guest bathroom, good. But I always go with my stuff. And with everything I have seen, people don't really be packing guest bathroom like this, no matter how rich people are. This is just for performance, for content. And these products are expensive products from really expensive brand. You see how there are duplicates. Imagine the floss. How many packs? Minus the big one that was poured into a storage bin. It's very, very easy to notice that this is not real life. And you see people in the comments wishing they could come to their house. Oh, I wish I could be a visitor. I will raid your home. This isn't real. Even their friends are not meeting their home this way. When they are done filming this video, they are definitely going to put those products back and refilm more videos with time. Personally, I can't stand having so much stuff. I mean, the more things I own, the more I have to organize, I have to store, and just think about it. Instead of making my life simpler, it becomes mentally exhausting. So personally, I will pass. It also makes me wonder how many of these products influencers actually use. When you have duplicates, dozens of different skincare from different brands, it's always very, very hard to know which products to use at any given time. It's okay to watch these videos and think that's interesting and keep it going. You don't have to buy every product you see here, and you definitely shouldn't let this content make you feel like your home, your routine, or your life isn't enough. Most of these products are convenience, not necessity, and they are rarely worth the extra cost, the clutter, or the waste. If you've made it this far, don't forget to subscribe. I am begging you, please subscribe. Okay, what are we doing? Okay, we're restocking our drink fridge, Coca-Cola. Okay, more products. It's Fanta. More Fanta. Okay, different flavors. Then Schweppes. More Schweppes. Okay. More. Wow. Just a full fridge for just drink. Drink fridge restock. These days, we now have like one fridge for just drink. That Oreos look good. Imagine buying a fridge just for drinks. Like, how many are you in your home? How often do visitors come to your home that they have to keep drinking this? And I hope you exercise. Like, taking this every day can be good for us. At least there's water, because majority of this type of videos you never see water. Watching a fridge dedicated to just drinks might look satisfying to watch. You see how she's putting everything, the ASMR sound. We can watch this all day long for people that enjoy this type of content. But it's raised one obvious question. Where do the actual food go if an entire fridge is just for drinks? If every shelf is filled with bottled water, canned drinks, iced coffee, and sodas, where are the ingredients for meal? The leftovers or everyday grocery that most people keep in their fridge? It shows that there is probably another fridge. Now we have skincare fridge too. So we don't just have one full fridge for drink, we have one full fridge for maybe food. We also have fridge for skincare. Yeah, the goal is to make fridge look like a convenience store at this point. And visually it works, but that's exactly what it is, a display, not a realistic way to live. Keeping a fridge stocked with dozens of single-serve drink is expensive. It creates a lot of unnecessary packaging waste and isn't how most people consume beverages at home. For everyday life, filtered water, homemade coffee, or drink in larger containers makes life more easier. And it also makes more sense, to be sincere. And that is the difference between content and reality. These videos are designed to look perfect on camera, but not to be practical. There's absolutely nothing wrong with enjoying the aesthetic. But don't mistake it to a standard you are trying to achieve. It's not practical. This is entertainment. This is business, not a blueprint for everyday living. This is snacks restock. Okay. This looks aesthetically pleasing to the eye. I won't even lie. chocolate drawer. The way she's picking everything one, everything must be organized. More in the fridge. Wow. Are you trying to start a snack business? More? Snack Pantry Restock are one of the most popular restock videos online currently. Everything is transferred into matching clear containers and it looks incredibly satisfying to watch. Personally, I love ASMR videos. I remember a few years back when I was struggling with eating and I have to watch some of these mukbang ASMR. Oh God, it helped me eat because when you see people, they are chewing the food, they are making this sound, you want to eat. So ASMR video, I'm a sucker for this type of content. I love ASMR video. I can watch it all day long. But here is something I always notice. A lot of these snacks don't fit in. If your container can't hold the entire package, what's the point?
I get a lot of questions about what I do with things that don't fit. Down here, I have baskets for overflow. This is how it turned out, and I also restocked the mini fridge. Bye.
Someone asked this creator where she keep the extras and she says she keep them in an overflow basket. So now we have storage containers and another basket to hold what didn't fit. That doesn't feel more organized. It feels like more things to manage. And that's when you realize these things isn't about practicality. It's about creating content that makes you want some of these containers. Sure enough, the link is in the bio that leads to Amazon storefront filled with so many of the products that was featured in the videos. That's how business works. The prettier the setup, the more likely people ask where everything is from and buy from those affiliated links. If you are going to organize your pantry, buy storage that actually fill your needs. Don't buy containers just because they look good in some of these 30 seconds videos. Remember, you are watching content that is created for the visual satisfaction. Once the camera is off, there is good chance this pantry goes back to functioning like a normal one. If you've made it this far, don't forget to subscribe. I am begging you, please subscribe. I could show you examples of restock influencers all day, but they all lead to the same conclusion. You don't need a freezer drawer full of designer eyes, a fridge packed with matching containers, or a luxury guest bedroom to have a beautiful and successful, fulfilling life. One thing I've noticed is this trend has encouraged us to place so much value in material possessions. I think that's very, very unhealthy, not just for our finance, but for our mental being too. These videos can quietly make ordinary people feel like they are falling behind simply because they don't have the time or money to deserve this way or to actually live this way. And the most important thing I want you to remember is this isn't real life. This is content. For some creators, organizing, restocking, and showcasing products is their job. The more products they feature in, the more engagement and affiliated sales they generate. That's the business model. There's nothing wrong with enjoying these videos. I watch some of them too because they are satisfying and they are entertaining. But don't let this become the standard you compare yourself to. If watching this content leaves you feeling inadequate, pressured, or makes you spend money you don't have, or convince you that buying more things will make you happier, it might be the time to follow some of these creators, or you can mute the content or tell the algorithm you are not interested. So at the end of the day, your home doesn't have to look like this Pinterest board or like a luxury grocery store to be enough, and neither do you. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe. I would like to hear your thoughts in the comments. Turn on your post notifications so that you get notified anytime I upload videos. Share this video to your friend. I am Blessing and I will see you in the next video.